Hi everyone! So today we are decorating a boho-inspired wreath that you can hang on your front door any time of the year, especially on Christmas season. I found this wreath from TK Maxx. It's a beautiful wreath, but it's not the theme that we're after. And I also couldn't find a base like this, so I thought I'll just remove all the berries and red baubles. The main focus of this wreath is to look natural, and the decoration will be a lot less. The leaves that I bought has different tones of green to give dimension to the wreath, and I added a white flower as well. I cut each individual branches from the main branch so I can spread it around the wreath. Then I lay it down without gluing it in the wreath so I have a visual on how it looks like. That way I'll be able to decide if I needed more or if I like the decoration before I attach it permanently. I got these plastic leaves and flowers from Choice Discount Store. It's our local store in our area. And the pine picks are from Spotlight. Now that I have an idea on where I would place the leaves, I remove it again so I can start adding with my fabric. You can either use a ribbon, but for this one, I bought a jute fabric. I bought a 1 meter long fabric with a 20 cm width from Spotlight. I started to fold the fabric, leaving the edge out. Then I used twist tie to tie it around the base to secure it. Then I make a loop in the fabric and tie it on the other end. I'll be hiding the ends of the other side to give it a different finish. Don't worry about the twist tie showing up because we will cover it with our picks later on. Now we're gonna cut another piece of fabric. Make sure to try it around the wreath before cutting it so you're not wasting your fabric. For this part, I'll be hiding both sides and it will look like the end is wrapping around the wreath. I am also using a twist tie to attach the fabric around the wreath. Then I also added a fabric with the ribbon. The fabric is cut in square and I fold it diagonally and added the ribbon in the middle. After we are finished with the fabric, I'm rearranging the plastic leaves and the flower picks back where I want to position it. This will just give me an idea on how it would look before I attach it permanently. I am attaching the pick in clockwise direction and alternating towards inside and outside part of the wreath. Then the pine needle branches are in the middle to make the wreath looks really full. I also added the dried flower to this wreath. You can add the full branch of this, or what I did is I cut them into small pieces and attach it to the wreath with the same direction of other picks. At first, I was undecided with the dried leaves, but I like how it turns out. To decorate it, we will use a cocoa twine and an old baubles and a pine cones. Using a craft glue, I'm going to attach the cocoa twine and wrap it around the baubles. Cut the twine when you have covered all the baubles, tie it and glue it in the end. If you find it's too big for your wreath, you can just use the cocoa twine on its own without the baubles and just wrap it around and make sure to wrap it tightly. And once you reach the size that you wanted, cut the twine and find a loose part that you can insert the end and tie it and add glue to secure it. Here I'm just playing around how I will decorate the pine cones and the baubles. If you have watched my previous video on how I create wreath, you will notice that I like full decoration wreath with lots of ribbons, baubles, and ornaments. But since this is a boho style, the concept should be less is more. So I really refrain myself by adding too much pine cones and the cocoa twine baubles. Now that we know where to place our decoration, it's time to attach it permanently by using a twist tie to tie the branches and use a craft glue to secure it if you feel like it's not stable, and also use it for the pine cones and the baubles. I wrap the twist tie to the branches of the leaves first, and once I make sure that it's already secure, I will tie it around the base of the wreath. And since we did not attach it permanently right away, it's a lot easier to move around for final touches. The craft glue I'm using is pretty good in attaching the pine cones and the baubles, but you can also use a glue gun if you wish. I leave it for a couple of hours to dry. After it dries, I try to shake it to make sure that it won't fall, and I just added more glue if it's needed. So here is the final look for a boho-inspired wreath. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and share if you find this helpful. Leave me a comment on what kind of video do you want to see more. If you're new to this channel, please don't forget to subscribe to see more videos like this. Bye!